Hi, thanks for watching this video. My name is Humayun Kabir. I'm a success coach. I have been a part of corporate and universities in helping employees and students to achieve their fullest potential. Do you know what's the most beautiful moment in our life and the most happiest moment in our life will be? Is when our work get recognized by our closed ones. When I mean work, it means our passion. That's right. Our passion is what really fuels us to do something great, to achieve something great. When our passion is recognized by our loved ones, like our parents, our brothers, our sisters, our relatives, our friends, and we will be so much happy to put even more efforts to make our passion more perfect. When I was assigned a task as a success coach in one of the biggest universities in India, the common discussion I'll have with students will be around achieving one's passion and interest, how to go ahead and perform their passion. But the common concern that most of the students had is my parents have spent a lot on me by paying a huge college fees, and I'm really worried if I go and tell my parents that I have a very different interest, and they're a bit concerned about how their parents will take it, and they are really worried about moving ahead with their passion. In most cases, there are many dropouts during my tenure with one of the biggest universities in India. So most of the students move out because they are not interested in doing what they are doing right there in that university, be it an engineering graduate, be it an arts and humanities graduate. They have lots of various interests, but then they couldn't perform their interest because of one reason that their parents won't allow. But if you look at the bigger picture, parents, on the other hand, they love us unconditionally. They want us to be successful. Even if we are not successful, they definitely don't want us to be a failure. So they make all the measures to ensure that we are achieving a better thing in our life. They always see that they had a very bad life during their college days and they couldn't perform the a job, they didn't get a job at the right time, they didn't have a proper earnings, but they definitely don't want that sad thing to happen to their own kids. In this video, we'll talk about different ways to gain confidence in having difficult conversations with your parents. Point number one, always understand our parents are under tremendous pressure. Their life revolves around us. For that matters, though they have their own career and then they work out in their office and then they have their own earnings, but that doesn't matter to them. What really matters to them is your success. They constantly think about your success. They constantly think about how you're doing, how you're developing, how you're growing to be a successful person. So that's the pressure that what your parents are having. Point number two, you have to empathize with your parents. You really need to understand what makes them to think in a certain way. Why are they sad because of you? What have you really done? If they are really sad, you have to really empathize with them in understanding what makes them sad. Are you a part of the being their sadness, or are you a part of creating trouble in their life? You really have to empathize with them. Point number three, you really need to understand what is stopping them to say yes, right? So you really have to do a lots of background work in understand their parents' pressure, right? Though they love us unconditionally, right? They really want to give us an excellent life. You really have to understand what is stopping them from saying yes. Is it their past? Is it the failure that what they have seen? If it is so, you have to do a lot of background work before approaching your parents. So once you understand your parents' pressure, so the next immediate thing what you need to do is so understanding the ways to persuade your parents. So when do you think you gain confidence? Only when you have clarity. But so clarity makes a very important factor while developing your plans, while developing your thoughts. So only if you put in your plans and thoughts on paper, you will gain clarity of what you're planning to perform in your life. So your passion, though it is so close to your heart, but then when it comes to conveying your thoughts, you have to really do your homework. So talk to yourself, put in all your plans on paper, and then prepare yourself, and then do lots of homework. So once you have put your thoughts on papers, once you gain clarity of what you're planning to perform in your life, so have it rehearsed with your someone close, maybe your friends or maybe your siblings who will really understand what your passion is. So that ways it will help you to coin some of the words that will really impact while having conversation with your parents. So now you might think, so are we doing a very difficult task here? Definitely no, but then here you are selling yourself to achieve your passion. So it is worth the trouble, and then do lots of homework, take lots of efforts in getting that clarity. The most important part of gaining confidence while convincing your parents is to display your maturity. Show your parents that how matured you are in handling some of the challenges, right? Are you really giving up so easily if you're undergoing some sort of crisis, or how are you, taking control of the situations when you are going through crisis? Display your maturity to your parents. Tell them that you will be able to handle any sort of challenges that come across, because parents always believe that their kids have to have a very smooth life. Their kids have to be successful. Their kids don't want to be failure. So therefore, even if you get into a sort of a failure mode, your parents needs to have such confidence on you that you will be able to overcome it. So how they will gain this confidence on you? Only when you show the maturity. Right? So never ever compare your life with someone else's life across the world. Never tell that one of my friends is doing this, their parents are supporting it. So here you are hurting the ego of your parents. So therefore, display maturity by handling all the challenges in a mature way. Never get into an argumentative state, because that will pull down your energy, and then that will bring in lots of negativity among your family members. And most important factors, you have to be honest to yourself. You have to be honest in the outcome of the passion what you're going to perform. So you also have to talk about what will you achieve by doing this, by performing your passion, and then what you will lose by performing your passion. So you have to give equal weightage while conveying your pros and cons to your parents. So that way your parents will also think about that you have really think through lots of areas while before coming and talking to them. So they'll really be happy to see the kind of maturity you have while discussing something really important about your life. They really want to see you taking a charge for your life. So that's what every parents want. They really want to take charge of your life. When you're able to show that maturity, clarity, confidence that you are able to take charge of your life, it's a cakewalk for you to convince your parents. I hope this video will help you in starting your passion and then conveying your desire to your parents in a more confident way. So give your thoughts or put in your comments, and then come up with lots of questions if you have any. I'm happy to address all your questions. So please like, share and subscribe this video, and share it with your friends who is undergoing any sort of these challenges. And then whatever videos, whatever questions you have, I'm here to help you out. So do let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much. Let us see in the other video. Thank you.